tombs come in all shapes and sizes, and you'll probably remember, if you've been to Newgrange, you'll know that the interior is shaped like a cross with 3 recesses. Cairn New over there has 5 recesses. A really big tomb that you can see on the western hill here. In this tomb that they were spilling out of the recesses into the chamber here. As you can see, they aren't there anymore. But when it rains a lot here, sometimes when the soil is eroded away, we still find little bits of bone in these tombs. But there's some really nice artwork here. Now it's kind of cloudy, so you won't see much. But if you bear with me for a second, I can show you a photo of on my phone of what this artwork looks like on a really nice day. So, yeah, you're right. So it looks a lot like a sun, and it's a bit more obvious in this photo. So there are lots of these sun-like symbols.
Oh, right.
Kind of looks like when a child draws a sun, doesn't it? And the artwork in these passage tombs, now I mentioned it to some of you, you're probably rolling your eyes because I'm repeating myself, but here in Ireland we have over 60% of all of Western Europe's megalithic artwork. So even though you find passage tombs all across Western Europe, it's in Ireland that most of the artwork is found. And the artwork changed over time. The really early passage tombs over in Sligo and Carrowmore around 3700 BC. Those tombs there, they're only 2 decorated stones. Carrowkeel, 3500 BC, there are 3 decorated stones. Then here at Loughcrew, we think around 3400, we have 120 decorated stones. So there's this explosion of artwork. And then later again at Newgrange, Nouth and Douth, Brunabonia, there are over 600. So it just goes to show that in the middle Neolithic there was a real kind of renaissance here at Loughcrew. And I'll just finish up by pointing out the 2 really big tombs on the western hill. So, you know, there are tombs all across the 4 hills here, but the biggest ones are over on the western hill called Cairns West. And the one at the very crest of the hill, very top, with the tree in front of it, is called Cairn D. And to give you a sense of scale, it's about 60 metres in diameter, which is about twice the size of Cairn T here. And that smaller one, not by much, is Cairn L. It's about the same size as Cairn T here, but bigger inside. And I hope I didn't whet your appetite for visiting them because they're on private land. But they're very, very impressive, and you don't want to be a bad link for private land because it means that they're a bit more protected. But I think one of the things that I think is really spectacular about this site are the views, and I can give you a bit of a sense of your bearings here. So I always think it's very handy to use Cairn T kind of like a compass, because the entranceway faces so Cairn T faces 98 degrees east, and you can kind of use it like a compass then. So this direction is north, that direction is to the west, and then to the south is down there. Actually, visibility was better earlier today, but normally to the south is okay. In fact, from the top of the hill here at Loughcrew, we can see the you know, this is the highest hill in County Meath, but that's not saying much. Meath is a pretty flat county. In fact, if you were to rank all the high points in all the counties, we'd be second from the bottom. The lowest high point is Loughcrew, which is that hill over there. That's the highest hill in the county of Westmeath. Here, the highest hill in Meath. And the best views are to the west and to the south. And you can't see very far to the east at all. So to the south, on a clear day, we can see up to Keeper Hill in Tipperary. And to the west, actually I can just barely make it out. We can see what's near Roscoe Hotel. So we can see that kind of small actually, I didn't get to show you all the photos here. That's something I meant to do. This is the sunlight entering Cairn T at the equinox. So if you want to take a picture, you can, of course. There's, you'll see some very nice designs on that stone there. That we call that the equinox stone for obvious reasons. And you'll see, you pointed out that solar, that kind of sun-like design. You'll see it there again. So it's really spectacular. And then, oh yeah, no problem. Did you get me thumb in the way?
Get your manicure done.
And then that's looking in the other direction. Wow. So that's if you were standing inside Cairn T. And sorry.
So is there any website that kind of explains like the whole thing?
There is. There's a really good website called Voices of the Dawn. It's by a guy called Howard Goldblum. And he actually, what he did is, I know him, he's really big into these ancient sites, and what he did inside Cairn T, it's actually very good that he did it before it closed down. He did a kind of a 360 view of the entire interior, and another one done at the equinox. And he has a little bit of info about actually quite a bit of info about all the tombs up here, and it's a really good website to check out. Voices of the Dawn. So I always think, just like you did, if anyone ever asks me about a good website to check out for any of this stuff, I think it's the best one. And what other pictures do I have? Oh yeah, this one's a good one. So I showed you these bone flakes already from the Iron Age, found in Cairn H over there. But I'm going to show you a picture now of some of the things that were found here that actually date to the Neolithic, from the same age as the tomb. Now, lots of human cremated remains were found here as well, but Eugene Conwell also found these polished stone spheres in the tomb as well. And these polished stone spheres, you find them in passage tombs here in Ireland, but also in Scotland, and we don't really know what they were used for, if anything. They don't seem to have a practical purpose. They seem to be symbolic, of course, but we don't know what they symbolize. Bowling, maybe, yeah. Some of them, these ones here are about the size of a tennis ball. These ones are kind of marble sized, but they would have taken a long time to carve using stone tools.
And are they stone?
They're stone, yeah. And these ones here, these ones are really big. They're about, I said, tennis ball sized. They're made of a stone called cyanite, or green stone. And in Ireland, you only really find this in the Fannin Peninsula in Donegal. So whoever brought these to Loughcrew had to do quite a bit of travelling. And remember, this is before the introduction of the horse or the wheel.
Long walk,
So long walk, or feet, or maybe by boat. Probably by boat. But like, there's a lot of what we call exotic stone objects that sent, traveled all across Ireland. You have to remember, the Neolithic world was very brown, so people were really interested in brightly coloured stones. And we found a lot of what are known as Langsdale stone axes in Ireland. And we can say that these came all the way from England. And in Wales, they found porcelainite stone axes from Antrim. So there's a lot of exchange over and back. I think a really spectacular example of this long distance trade in Neolithic Ireland is we've found several jadeite stone axes here, and these can only have come from the Alps. So imagine, for the Italian Alps in particular. So that is a long journey to bring those stone axes. Now I should mention, it's thought that these were brought here over generations. It's not like someone was going from here to the Alps, but it's being passed from one group to the next until they make their way across Western Europe. So people were transporting these really kind of exotic goods all over Western Europe. And it just goes to show the trade links there were. And I mean, as I was saying to yourselves earlier, we know from the DNA analysis that people buried over at Newgrange, for example, one individual, NG10, had relatives buried in passage tombs all across Ireland. So that people were pretty well travelled.
So is that his actual bones, or was that the dust that had ground down?
Yeah, so the piece of bone, just to recap a little bit, that individual NG10, that DNA analysis was done on a fragment of the skull known as the petrous bone. And the petrous bone is really dense, which makes it good for DNA analysis. We were also really lucky with that piece of bone because it was unburnt. You can't tell a lot with the cremated remains. You can get a radiocarbon date from cremated remains, but you can't tell a lot from burnt bone. So if you're thinking of getting cremated,
No, I realise that.
just bear in mind future
In case somebody
archaeologists.
wants to reincarnate me.
Future archaeologists won't be able to tell a lot.
Yeah.
But
So that
I said it to them recently, but nobody cared. Yeah.
well, we were really, really lucky with that piece of bone, and it just goes to show. NG10, we now have over 100 Neolithic genomes sequenced here in Ireland. Really, really spectacular. And he had relatives up in County Down, at Millen Bay Passage Tomb, and over in Sligo and Carrowkeel. So these are very important families with links all across the island.
It's absolutely fascinating, and you're very enthusiastic.
Well, thanks very much.
Very
I'm very surprised. I work over at Newgrange as well, and I was there yesterday. And I'm pretty amazed at myself that I didn't actually say Newgrange here today.
Yes,
Last time I was moving between the sites, people were
Getting
probably thinking,
confused,
why is this fella going on about Newgrange? I hope you enjoyed the tour.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.